Hey there friends, happy Monday and welcome to an impromptu live. I am going to show you how to make that sheet pan meal that I shared in the group the other day. Ashley shared that she made it this weekend for her meals, and I'm going to show you how quick and easy you can make it. So as I'm turning on the oven, I want to know, are you watching this live or are you watching this replay? Please let me know down in the comments below. This is something that my clients get from me exclusively. They get a new video every week on me sharing how to meal prep a new meal. And this is kind of giving you a sneak peek as to what they get to see. So I'm going to show you how to make the sheet pan gnocchi. I'm getting out my sheet pan here. I'm getting out my aluminum foil. And I swear this comes together in 5 minutes, if that. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you, we're gonna put our aluminum foil down here. I'm gonna spray it. Should start my preheating. We're gonna use a little bit of cooking spray on this too. Now I love gnocchi because it's basically already cooked and ready to go. So all I have to do, because the literally package says it cooks in 2 minutes, you don't have to boil your gnocchi. If you, you can roast it like this and it's still cooked and ready. It's kind of just like when you have chicken sausage, which is what I'm gonna be adding to this dish. It is already ready to go. It doesn't have to be pre-cooked or par-cooked or anything like that. So I'm gonna break it apart. You can use a mini gnocchi. I use sometimes a mini, sometimes I use a full size, depending on what I find. And yesterday we was able to find full-size gnocchi at Price Chopper. So I'm just breaking it all apart. This is a perfect weeknight dinner. It does not take much time at all. So this is all ready to go. So that's ready. The next thing I'm gonna do is cut up my hot Italian chicken sausage. I'm gonna grab another cutting board. I'm just gonna cut it in like dime-sized pieces, or circles really, but maybe about a ½ inch thick or so. And it's just gonna go right on here too. Here we go. Now, do you make sheet pan meals at all? I want to know down in the comments below. Ashley says this meal is delicious. Yes, I'm actually prepping it to be my meal prep and for Joe too for the week, just because it comes together in no time at all. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the 20 minutes it's going to take in the oven at 400, but I am going to show you how easy it is just to get it ready to go. So, fun fact about the chicken sausage, I like to get it at Price Chopper because it's a little bit cheaper than Wegmans. I also will get it at Aldi's too, just because it's a little bit cheaper and it's still high quality. One chicken sausage link actually has 14 to 15 grams of protein, which is really, really good. Hot dogs have about 5 grams of protein in them. So chicken sausage is really a great thing to have to add to any dish. It's already pre-cooked, so that means that you're just heating it up no matter how you're cooking it. You can't undercook it or anything like that. Okay. So this is just going right on here. Just slicing it up, going right onto the sheet pan, just evenly distributing it. Ashley says this was her first sheet pan dinner. Yeah, they are so easy to do. I was actually looking at, I found maybe 50 of them earlier that I was sending over to Erica that we can hopefully add to the recipe page. Not all of them, but some of them that look good and are nutritious as well. So these are all good and ready to go. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. My grape tomatoes, these are already washed. I washed them earlier, so I'm just gonna slice these in half. You don't have to do them in half. I just like to slice them in half and just throw them around here as well. So this is a little bit different from the one that Ashley made. I wanted some red in here. It's kind of like Italian colored. I'm going to use all of these. Now, Joe does not like tomatoes unless they're cooked, so I'm going to just cook them all. So just cutting them in half and just spreading them around here. We're gonna toss all of this too with olive oil, making sure that the pan is rubber to be coated with the cooking spray. Actually, no, we're not gonna use them all. So we got all of those in. I'm gonna grab my asparagus. Now with asparagus too, you can break it because the ends where they're tender that you're not supposed to eat will come right off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to go over to my garbage over there and just do that real quick. So I'll be right back. Actually, I can do it right here. Just kidding. Okay, so you're breaking it off like that. And I just like to break it in half like this. You don't have to cut it, you don't have to chop it or anything like that. You can use a knife to do it, obviously. But this way it's breaking where they're supposed to break, as far as where they're most tender and where you're supposed to be eating them. Usually you don't want those purple ends. That's the biggest piece. Make sure you're getting rid of those. I think this is gonna be enough, actually. Do another handful. All right. So I'm gonna throw the stems out. I really prefer a lot of my vegetables roasted. I'm a crunch type of girl. So that's why I like to do all like the roasted things, or I'll do a lot of sheet pan meals because I like the roasted vegetables. All right, so we got that. I'm gonna grab the Parmesan cheese. I'm going to mix this around a little bit. We're going to drizzle our olive oil, liberally drizzle it. It doesn't have to be just a touch. Liberally drizzle it. And I'm gonna toss it halfway through as well. Salt and pepper. Yes, asparagus can be gut friendly, Katie. I would try it first separately before anything else, but if you do a little bit amount, it should be fine. It shouldn't be too upsetting of your stomach. And I like it too because it's a really great source of fiber. So we salt and peppered on there. I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic. I'm using my roasted garlic. And then what I'm gonna do is actually toss this with pesto when it comes out of the oven. So this is it, literally salt, pepper, garlic, olive oil on here. Gonna roast in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how crispy you want things. Toss it halfway through and you're ready. So if you have any questions or you want more information on this or working with me, please let me know. You can leave me a comment down below or send me a message. We just made sheet pan gnocchi. We posted the recipe in here last week. You can make this too. Go back and watch it. It's a dinner that's going to be ready within a half an hour. So I'm meal prepping it. You can make it for dinner. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.